Hello guys and welcome back into another episode of the Trains Fever. The year is 1986 and we're gonna continue in our efforts to perfect what we have. Salt Loop Fast is done. We did find out in the last episode it does work, it allows for overtaking, but no, it's actually not done. What I'm talking about, there was a couple of places we identified that can be improved. I think we should improve it before I'm gonna go and attempt to do the bypasses for the fast track on the north route. And this was supposed to be replaced. The sides, oh okay. Did we have any new engines to look at? And there was probably this one, but we already found out it's way too expensive, it's not worth it. Not worth it at all. Essentially no, there's nothing we can use. Meaning yeah, we can totally focus on this. Salt Loop, where are you? Salt Fast. Let's give it a waypoint. I mean, we're gonna switch the waypoints for the fast and slow. The waypoint for fast is actually here, which was a mistake. Yeah, is there's a bend. We will need to use the straight one. Oh wait, there's a waypoint here for this. Oh, I guess. Why is this one going on the left then? Well, Peaceport. Let's try to find this waypoint. It's zooming out and then I can't even see where is it. I'll need to find it manually. Oh, it's up here. Oh, I gotcha. This one is still not straight. Yes, that's the... Okay. So this... It needs to definitely swap. That's that waypoint. Let's remove it. Now it wants to go through the straight. Excellent, so that's kind of fixed now. But this is not fixed yet. We need to add station, we're gonna put this one in there. Okay, that's straight now. But that also means that we need to look at the salt loop. Now we need to force it somehow onto the other side. I think again, if we just put this one after Pittsburgh, our station, it should flip. Oh, okay, this one we need to remove. There we go, yeah. So it's confused on the left side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, instantly switch, and that's what we want. We want the slower to go into the bends and the fast one to be as straight as possible. Now we did switch it to lanes, so this one is going now, but I assume in here it will flip. And it certainly does. Not. What? He could have gone there, he should have gone there. Oh, well. Maybe because that was the original command, maybe it's ignoring it, but that should be fine. And then looking at it, yeah, again, this is not... Or is it the actual extension now? It is, yeah. It's not well made though. And there's no need for this, so it's gonna be straight afterwards, yeah, so... Then it will be fine. When we fix those two things, it'll be absolutely fine. I'll have to wait. Or... We don't have to wait, we can just stop this game. Oh god, that's gonna be a massive undertaking though. But so what? Let's do that. All of this can be just straight lines. There's no reason really for it to be the way it was. Just me being silly. doesn't help in anything really, it's just making it worse. Okay, that's a good piece right there. All we need now is to make sure everything's leveled, because again we're probably gonna have issues because of that. The game doesn't really like any kind of bumps, and makes at the same time bumps everywhere. So now as you put something somewhere, that's a piece of chalk. Okay, I think that's decent enough. Rid of those two pieces. Now let's pray. It should work. I'm positive we'll need to get rid of those anyway. It won't be in line with this section. Oh, I'm glad all of it didn't vanish. So we need to go from, this is the inner salt, to salt. Cool. North. To north. And then this is the kind of bypass or extension for additional train on the same route if needed. To the extension. Hey, it was silly, we actually need long section. Yeah, I cannot explain last video why I did before what I did, but at the current circumstances it makes no sense really to do it the way I did it. Now, it's already giving us trouble. Because of the terrain somewhere. Okay, I see. This problem. To be honest, those straight tracks probably are even faster option to overtake the trains, but then the actual, wait, this is not what we exactly want. Yeah, no, this is problem. I'll have to destroy this section too. It wasn't up to par. It doesn't matter, even on the slow one, it will allow at least for the, when we're gonna have more trains in there, it will allow for the overtaking to take place of the slower engine if there will be one. Actually, do it as long as we can now, it doesn't really matter. Allow for the greater speeds if we need it. Now that's perfect, that's great. And now even this one will not have those weird bends, and our super train can essentially go as fast as it wants. It's probably gonna have to start turning soon, so let's do it straight after the until there. Now let's see what kind of angle. Yeah, 254. We'll have to slow down, but in this case we don't have to slow down. It will still allow for 254. We can't even make that kind of speed yet, so that's all great. Okay, south one is this. The north ones are opposite. We need some lights there. So this should be fixed, and we can confirm by looking at it. Yeah, so the fastest one to go. The fast one is because it doesn't have any bypasses yet, so the both are on the same one. North normal loop and north fast is in the same lane, because this is the fastest way, so you don't have to bend, so it makes perfect sense. But it stops at every second station though. So yeah, in case there will be something faster, it can actually take this one on the outside and overtake the train if possible, but that wouldn't mean we'll have to be faster even through the fact that there will be a pain in here. We'll have to slow down way sooner or approaching to the there. Well, yeah, it can be something very very fast, something very slow, then it will be possible if the slow one is actually on the optimal way, because it will have to be in front of the much faster one. The much faster one still can take the other outside route. It will overtake. That's why we did the separate bypasses for the actual fast loops, so we don't have to mess together. In the we will be able to have much more trains essentially in operation doing it this way, and this is perfect. Looks like at some point we'll have to delete this house when we go to the north loop, but it's not a problem. All lights in here. Let's unpause. So that's fixed. What is this? This is also unnecessary, and there's the waypoint though. If I delete that, I'll have to fix the tracks again. But yeah, this is also like, what's the reason of this? Why did I do it like that? And we gonna go and fix that too. So just making sure from Pittsburgh. Yeah, we couldn't do more bridge next to each other, so there will be a squeezing point in here. Like there was no other way how to do that. And this is actually the bypass. This is the normal way. And the bypass was then somehow added in there. Interesting. Let me just try something quickly. Yeah, we cannot attach. Wait. No, we cannot attach anything that we hold it together anymore. So I think that's as good as it gets. Sadly, but oh, never mind. It's not that terrible. It's not that terrible. It's fine, but this is unnecessary. Oh, okay. Let me just check, because this is the bypass, right? Yeah. It will look differently. We'll have to destroy that as well, all the way from there. Okay. I think all of this must be destroyed, all of that, all the way until here, and then hopefully we can make it work. No, okay, that's quite a lot of work, but then again, to optimize everything, like this is now beautiful, look at that. And that's perfect section to really go fast. All of this can be optimized as well, and it looks like a lot of optimization is possible. Those sections through the tunnels, yeah, that's not really. But this can be optimized. There's no need for that either. Looks like we get a lot of hard work in front of us. Same. Made tons of mistakes. Now we're gonna try to fix it. I will also limit in the finances end of the day. I mean, now that we have money, I don't mind doing this, and we can certainly afford it too. Okay, let's quickly look at okay, there is yeah. Some trains are already old. That's what I was worrying about. So let's look at this one. This must be the cheating ones, yeah. Okay, very quickly take care of this. I don't assume we are producing a lot of here, putting off all like it is. Almost contemplating like do we even need this at this point, but oh no, turn around, go depot. I think it's kind of nice to have those. Yeah, let's keep it. I mean, this doesn't really cost us anything. It's always making money too, because it doesn't cost anything. So I'll just replace it quickly and we can go back to business. This one, as you see, $100 is nothing. Running costs $50 a year. Yeah, that's actually in dollars. It doesn't cost anything to run either. Literally everything's just profit. This is like low 13. Oh, did I put it in the wagon? I didn't. Yeah. I didn't. Back to depot. To buy wagon. The one that can go on, yeah, that can go only 60 anyway, so it will be this one. Okay, two, I don't need two, I just need one. 13. Okay, go ahead. What is this? Not really. Let's look at this one. It will be probably the same story. Yeah, that's with the old. This one has 2 of those. Why? Production 2. Well, it doesn't cost us anything, so it must make money. It actually doesn't, because it doesn't go anywhere yet. But it shouldn't be in thousands. Oh, because the wagon costs something. Yeah, the actual machine doesn't cost anything to run, but those wagons they do. But this production is closed. Pretty much, so that's over. There's no point having this around anymore. Okay, then it will again change, so we need to replace, and it's the wood again, the first one. Then it's a tram, blah 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 blah. Okay. This one was going higher and higher. Last time it fell down now to 61. Not sure if it was overproducing and we didn't have enough wagons in there to accommodate. Again, why did I do 2 of those things? At some point I must have been thinking there'll be more than 1 train running. And it'll be more optimal than to have just simple 2 tracks and go in straight line. Yeah. I haven't played this game for like 2 years, and you totally new. If you come in here and do stupid mistakes, over time you realize that's really just silly. This guy is waiting for line 9, which is this one. How far away are you? Oh, almost full. Okay, so that can be like that. That's fine. Back to business. Let's carry on with our stuff. Where's Pittsburgh? So it's right here. Okay, so the section we need to fix, or I want to fix next, is this one. Yeah, all of this is terrible. Well, less talking. This is the bypass. Yeah, but we still have to do something new one. All of this has to go. Well, have to make new weapons in there, otherwise it won't work again. What is this thing? That is good. Okay, so this seems to be leveled in here, so we can just extend this to the exact length, so they should be on the same angle. Perfect. Now let's do the inner south first. That's the inner loop, the most optimal. Should we try to... I think this is no problem. Yeah, it's going around it. Oh, god damn it. I need to level the terrain, otherwise it's gonna be messing again. Extreme angles, which this is why we're doing it, so we don't have extreme angles. The trains, they don't have to stop down or slow down as much as otherwise. Hopefully this will be good enough. A little bit more in here, but I think we'll be good to go and try to do that. Okay, we better make sure, because once you start doing it, again, we'll be doing these kind of bridges. And then the next one next to it will be not possible anymore. This also is a problem, so let's keep going. Cool. This one is the south. Let's go from this side. South is... This is the main south. South is on the inner side. This is the outside side, and then that's the bypass. Okay, that's the one. Still have to slow down to 115 to make the turn. But never mind. So now this one should be possible as for the north, right next to it. And this, great news. Now this is the actual extension for the second slow. And it can probably be all the way here. Then it has to connect. But, maximum possible speed actually can reach, well, it's, the bend in here is 115 regardless. So let's try to extend a bit more. Otherwise we'll have to brake sooner regardless. And then we can make it 115 maybe again. Entry 118, actually 120, so we achieved better results. There we go. Now for the slow one on the outside. Exactly the same thing. Is this station the one we need to visit or not? I completely forgot. Yes, we do, isn't it? We don't skip this one. That's why the bypass coming from here. Okay, I need to think about that too. This has to be sharper angle. Something like this. So then the bypass can go in front of it. Hey, this is anyway only. This should be fine. This is only extension if needed. Otherwise, this slow is still the inner one. That's fine. Actually, this is not needed yet. This is not even bypass. We can simply. Think about it. Yeah, this is not skipping out. This is because otherwise, if we want to skip a station, which we don't, then that's when you need to bypass. So it doesn't go there. But otherwise, the bypass is not needed. We're just gonna force the fast one to go on the inner one, and the slow one go on the outside, and that's all. We are not skipping the station now, so we don't need any bypass here. This is redundant. Think of how much work I did on there before just to make it happen, and only to realize it's actually worth nothing. It was for nothing. Okay, we're gonna put some lines in here. Same from north. We're gonna need some waypoints too, though. So this will be for fast one, probably for the slow one. Let's look how it looks now. Yeah, they both want to go on the same way, but we need to do south loop, and that's number 2. So after number 1, last station, we want it always to use the slow one, and that will be the fast lane. Yeah, and it's automatically going this way as well from the start. It's bang on. Bang on, no hassle. Now this is also like a. We do need it. Yeah, we don't need this one. It's kind of bent now, but same thing again. We don't skip. We are not skipping our station, so essentially this is not needed. But I don't want to destroy the bridge. We can kind of. That's north, yeah, this is south, and they both go into one. But this could be going straight, essentially, for the faster. Yeah, absolutely, this can go. Why is it trying to go into bend when it can go? It's definitely faster. I'm sure we can do this much better. If it doesn't destroy the bridge, it doesn't. So we can still foresee. One will be slow, one will be quick. That's what I want. I mean, think about it. I just need to make sure I'm not making something silly. Essentially, yeah, because the left side is just north, and then it's splitting into the fast and slow, supposedly. But it doesn't work like that. Again, I'll have to cancel that completely. That's actually, now we can keep this here. That will be if something needs to wait closer to the station. But on here, there's 3 lines for. We only need 2 really. If there's 2 slow trains, one can wait here, one can be on station. That'll be fast, one will still waiting here. There can be 3, so you'll have to be at least 4 trains. 2 slow waiting here, 1 fast. There'll be never 2 slow in here and 1 here. Never. Or if there's 2 fast, so 1 fast here, 1 fast waiting here, 2 slow in here. That can happen. But it shouldn't, otherwise. Oh. Since we fixed things, let's fix things. Okay, now that this makes more sense. No bending in there, we can accelerate as soon as we leave it. There we go, that's already 299 in there. Now this is the north one, yeah, that makes sense. This is all south. And the split is on the start, that's perfect. There'll be slight bending, I guess, but again it will be allowed. It was fairly decent speed, and this will be still the slow one, so there is no need for 3 trucks at all. Let's confirm. As fast as going, yeah, straight. The other one has to do the bend, which will slow it down, but then it can accelerate without further bending at front. Now that's much better. On pause. This light is not set up for one way. Let's fix it. We may have put more lights like that before. Yeah. How many lights we got here? Why there's nothing for the north? There should be lights probably for those depots as well. Otherwise it can crash into the train which is just passing by in here, isn't it? It certainly is. But then we also have from north. What is letting it? Oh, this is letting it go here. Okay. Then we need lights in here to stop in case something needs to go. We don't need to stop it here. It will only go there, but there needs to be light in here telling the train that was in a depot if it can go or not. Onto the truck, just in case something's coming from there. And yeah, this is the light that's gonna save it, so we just need those, that's fine. But on here on the cell there has to be, yeah, this one. There should be light in here telling it if it can actually go there or not. Kind of realize that now. Okay, that's done now. That's fine. And that's the north one. We just need 1 light for that one. This is done, that. Why there is no light for this one? Because we don't need it, of course. The light that's telling it is down here. Why did we do? Oh, because that's south. That's coming from this way, of course. So we need to know if we can enter. Same like there, but then we got 2 lights in here. Why? North is if we can go, and this one if we can go either not. Why do I not need lights in here? Because I don't have the 2 trucks, of course. There's only one on the north, so there's only this light needed to indicate. Otherwise, yeah, once we enter, it doesn't matter. Cool. Alright, I figured it out. Look at how more clean it looks. It certainly is much faster as well, I can guarantee you that much. This section is also terrible, and there'll be a problem with this road. We're probably gonna have to sever the connections. But again, that can be better for us, because those cars will not be able to travel between towns. They'll be forced to use And public transport is a favorite, I think. Skoda favorite. 1987. It certainly could be. Okay, cars, go on, let's cancel this. Okay, this is no need for that. Certainly a mistake. And they have to be at the same angle, so I'll have to delete the track until it's leveled like that. It's only 2 lights stayed, but who cares? Different angles, yeah. Delete all of that now. And this is leveled now. Okay, cool. A lot of fixing, but it will be worth it. I mean, the time's gonna increase rapidly for both trains, not just the fast one, but the slow one also gonna do much better thanks to all of this. Regardless, it's kind of forcing it on the less optimal way. It doesn't matter, but then it's gonna be for much longer in the straight line, and we'll actually allow for overtaking. We can put second train on there, and it will, even if they are different performance and they are, you know, at some point they will catch up each other, the slow ones. Maybe after 10 or 20 laps, it doesn't matter. At some point they will catch up each other. The faster to the slow one, they'll be able to use the secondary track to overtake it, most likely. The longer the track is, the better. Oh, actually we can skip all of this. All of this to there, yeah. Again, all of this is not needed. I don't have to worry about this one, because we actually need this to... It's coming from here, I guess. Yeah, there's one track there, we'll have to worry about that. But that's secondary, even if I have to cancel that, it's just one track, okay. All of this is oh, that's the bypass, okay, so we definitely wanna level it here, yeah. Level. Well, now the bypass can be still in the way though. Didn't tell about that. How big of an investment is this? It's coming from here, I guess. Yeah, so that's the whole section. That's a problem now. That is a problem. Perhaps this has to stay the way it is. Because I don't want to destroy the bypass. Or do I? Where exactly? I would like to see exactly where it's going to cut off. Is it going to cut off the whole thing, or I can't see from here? It doesn't show me anymore. It may go all the way here. No, there's 2 sections, so you may cut all of this. Is probably one piece of section. We'll have to make one new, which is going to be very costly, but we get the money. Get the money, we can optimize. Oh god. Yeah, these sections are 2 also, but the second section is probably... Ah. I'll do it, guys, I'll do it. Looks like this episode is all about fixing old stuff and problems. No, I do believe all of this is going to be the way. Could we do that out of the way? And we're gonna find out later we can connect that trade route in there we had still. Or not. If not, who cares? We'll sell the truck and the place, and that's it. Done. So the good thing is I have a mod that you can do this, because in base game you can't separate connections. So if the city has, you know, the connections between cities, you can never cut it. This way I just cut this way, meaning cars can't travel between the cities anymore. and they will rely on your transportation. So in base game you can't do that, but I have a mod now that it allows the several connections. Because in many cases he was just preventing the player to not being able to do optimal connections like in real life. When you can actually destroy that place, and then it's about agreement. Like, companies can promise to find different solution, but everything else has to be accommodated to the trucks and not the other way around. Or when you're doing like highway, everything else is secondary, and then you're gonna worry about what it means for everybody else. What kind of things you have to reconnect that you have to destroy in the process, or rebuild houses or something like that, But first thing first, the most important thing is to make it happen. But then worry about what else needs to be fixed. Okay, so fast, slow. So that's the salt point. So we're gonna connect this to here. Now the overtaking on there, on the slow one, if needed, will be possible on the track next to it, which will be this one. Yeah, and then they reach together into one in here. Speed more bending. It's close to the station. Who cares? There's much longer now to go fast. This is the base north. Should be possible next to it. I still don't like they didn't go next to each other. May still cancel that. I don't like it. Let's see if we can make it next to each other or not. This is the north overtake. This will certainly go next to each other. I like to have one solid piece. Okay, it's the last piece that's making troubles. We can fix that. This has to be all level now. You're killing me. Maybe just this gonna be leveled to here. Makes more sense, I guess. Let's say normally this, I guess. I'm pretty sure we can certainly go next to each other all the way, and I'll just fix the start and finish. And that's leveled now, isn't it? Yeah. Bam. So first thing first, south normal, north normal. Kidding me? There's a slight difference in angle, and it doesn't allow it anymore. Start again. I bet you didn't expect that, but yeah. I didn't like it. And once it's bent, and those tracks are supposed to be next to each other, just slight difference in the angle on one of the tracks, no matter how small, and basically invisible to naked eye. I will not allow anymore to be those tracks next to each other connected fully. I'll have to find a new solution. That begs question if this is leveled or not, because that may be actually the problem as well. This calls for new solution. Yeah, because I think it must have been from the start like that, so it's probably that's the reason why it didn't work. So this, we'll have to rebuild brand new connections between those two cities, completely from scratch. Looks like that. Meaning, just to make sure we have transport it as well, all of that. See how many different length pieces are there to make it work. That's why there's so many bends in there, because it's trying frantically to find solution, and in the end I did, but it caused us to do all these kind of bends and lose potential speed on there. Exactly what we're trying to avoid now, that's why we're rebuilding the tracks, and that's the whole point. To keep it as straight as possible, to maintain the speed as best as possible. Now we need to remember on this one we actually need to do the bypass as well. But now there'll be no broken angles if we take the south and put it directly to this one south. So you can guarantee this will be the angle that we want. And that should guarantee this can go also next to it, that will be the north one. It will be exactly the same angle. It should allow to simply just connect. And that's then problem sorted. Now we do want to do the bypasses or the extensions as well, of course. But since this is the one we're skipping station, we can start. Yeah, there's a bypass. Okay, it makes sense here. Those are actually nice, and this is kind of needed. Yeah, because it allows to park the trains in front of it in case this is a long section. Yeah. Okay, that's actually good in here. Not too worried about that. But now let's say. How long should be the extension? If you need to use it, then I think it's best to do it straight at the start and see what kind of angles we can get in here. $232, $240. That's not gonna solve them that much. And then it can be still next to it. Perfect. So this is the north one, and then we want to connect it. Can most biggest possible speed. 225. Let's make it at 200 because I'm thinking about the bypass now. To make it leveled, should stop sooner. Make it 190 then, somewhere there. It's still a long section. It makes sense. Yeah, it's okay. Now on this one, it can be exactly the same story. So you can go to 118. Let's do that. I do actually want to do it on cell level. I think the level is here. Same level. 209 is good enough. And then run it next to it. And then start braking exactly where the other one started braking. It will work somewhere here. I think it's or maybe it's going all the way to here. And then it's kind of connecting. Okay, I think I did 190 on this one. It's right here, yeah, and that should allow for the bypass to happen still. Let's test it. Well, we can. What kind of angle and speed we can get. 146 is decent enough. And now let's see how much of the bypass has got deleted. The tunnel is still here though. Here. Okay, it's underground, but that's fine. And then if we go, can we connect it directly? Yes, we can. And that's also at 300 speed. Okay, so after the bend, there's slight bend in here, but it's still 300, so it doesn't really matter. And that's much better. That's way better. Okay, so that's south. These are north. again, we optimizing everything, and again, this is gonna be much better. I'm so happy about this one. Actually, we can't forget those lights on this side as well. South and north, don't need it. Let's check out how the tracks work. So the bypass should be used, yeah, by the fast one, which it is, and that means it's connecting from here. Perfect. And the slow one is obviously in normal line, but then again, if you put more trains in the future there, it will allow for overtaking to happen. If there is a slower train on the optimal route and then fast one's coming from here, it will not matter after the station as much, you see. So let's say it was waiting here for the train to leave, the slow train leaving, but it's slowly accelerating. This was gonna come in here. Maybe the slow one is over here and the other one now can take the outside, but because accelerate is much faster, it can possibly on this distance overtake the slow one, and then it will not block it again on the next station, because if it's faster, we're gonna always be in front of the slow one afterwards, and the slow one will not be blocked by the faster one, of course. So that's what we're trying to achieve. And then again, this is no need for this little thing here. You may change I will not change the bypass. That's absolutely fine. We'll need to delete this one, I guess, the house, but who cares? This is silly, unnecessary. Those lights need level shut down. Well, doesn't look level to me perfectly, but we'll see how it goes. If you have to fix it or not. Oh, it's not leveled neither. Not perfectly. And this will be definitely mine. Let's delete that too. Do we even need this now? All this can go to hell. This is the future. This is for good of everybody. And hopefully we don't have to build brand new connections all the way from the tunnel, because that's also an option. That's the only way I have to guarantee it's going to be calibrated. So those tracks can actually be next to each other, but let's see. Let's take the salt and connect it to the salt. Let's take the extension on the salt. And can we connect it? Is this connected or not? It's not. I need this. Yeah, this seems to be weird angle. Same goes for that, but maybe now it's gonna be fine. No, it's not doing what I want. The other will be probably shit angle. Well, it can, but it's slowing down to 160. But who cares? There's the bend anyway, squeezing in there, so that's fine. Who cares? Let's do the north. This should be able to go directly, and it does. Also, maybe we're gonna work it out in the end without too much hassle. What is this? South, north. Oh, I was thinking about doing an extension for the north one. Yeah, I left it like that. I was just for the future reference. So I built already in mind the extension for the north, for the fast one. The bypass not extension. This is the extension for north. For the bypass for the fast truck. So let's keep it some space. There can be some bend there. Let's level with this, I guess, and then this should be possible to connect regardless. Yeah. Good job. This is north one, north face, so north, south. It's gonna be a much pleasant experience for everyone now riding this north or south loops. This is all back on. Yeah, lights are there. And the fast one is ready. Let's check. There we go, it's working. Unblock. Oh, look at that, so much cleaner now. And smooth. Alright, Pittsburgh, but we got a lot of work to do next. Cloud disconnection wasn't completely severed. We just check it, yeah, it's definitely working. What is this? Already. This is not needed. This is bullshit. Why did I do like this? A lot of deleting, looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of good angles in there. It's good level. Yeah, nothing else to delete. In order to make this work. Looks like all the way to the tunnel. Including small parts. That will be again weird angles. Simply gonna have to happen here. Not taking any chances. Let's rebuild that from scratch. This is just so the trains can then, you know, pass this section if needed. It's definitely too short. It can actually obstruct. Oh, it's not a problem now. It does become a problem in future. We can simply cancel that completely. Until then, with the length of trains we have right now, it can actually serve a purpose and allow the trains possibly not to stop too early or lose speed. Now this is not going to be easy again. Leveling, it's going to take forever, but it has to happen because this, especially this place, is going to cause trouble. So it has to be leveled. If there's supposed to be 4 tracks next to each other, this has to. Oh, there's 2 more tiny bits of tracks. In a way, now we can kind of start to level it. Alright, I think that's could be good enough, hopefully, otherwise I'll have to rebuild the whole stuff again. It's gonna make some ridges there too. So, let's take a brand new line. We're gonna take the south first and connect it directly to south. Then we're gonna take north and connect it directly to north, which of course must be possible. And now we need to do something smart. Okay, so we can try to allow as much speed as we can. 201, it sounds good. On this side, let's do 201 on here as well. And then they can be next to each other, almost all the way to the tunnel, but let's say in here, so it doesn't again allow for too much slowing. Let's see what kind of speed we can achieve to enter. 251 is pretty good. It's almost no slow now, especially on current trains. They get maximum speed 2 times. We can't even do 10 again. That's the maximum 217. I mean, that was the limit on there, so it will not even slow down, although it's merging. So that's what we want to achieve. Really small angles, no high angles. Keep as much speed at all times as possible. But we have to plan out ahead of that. So yeah, it's all the way here straight, and then we can merge at 218 speeds maximum. Perfect. 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 I need to indicate south, south, north, north. Well, we're gonna optimize those. That may actually mean this will be less optimal. Maybe overtaking is not possible anymore. Oh yeah, we'll find out. Okay, Okay, let's not forget about those entries into the tunnel. We don't want two trains crash into each other, because I didn't indicate if they can enter or not. Onto a singular track. Let's confirm. Why is this faster than a straight line? Explain that to me. How is that faster? Well, either way, it wants to go there, but I don't care. It's totally fine. Although I do care. North fast. I'm gonna force this one to be on the left side. I know it's in the future, so this is station number 4, meaning if we put a waypoint. Let's say we're gonna put waypoint here. And we're gonna put after 3 a station onto this one. Now the fast one is gonna be going with the straight line, which is definitely faster one. I don't know why it was thinking to go on an angle will be faster. It can't be faster than a straight line, can it? There you go. So that's down. That's also sorted. We don't have the bypass yet, of course, so that's why I'm putting this fast one manually on there in case. It's still probably bypass is probably still not needed. We simply can. It's overtaking the city completely. He doesn't have to. They'll fly by anyway though, but it doesn't force them to wait for a train that's in front of you in the station, because the slow one can be here. So that's why the bypass. Ignoring the city completely, but sometimes yeah, because of the angle like this, we're going to be very slow in comparison of this. And also climbing up rapidly from, if that was from the north side actually, then maybe. But it's climb and then go down, probably not, like it may not even be as fast as otherwise. But it allows though for skipping completely this down if you need it, and that will not slow us down, but again we don't know if it's actually worth it or not. Now what is this again? What is this? And there is bypass next to it, maybe a problem, maybe not. It seems to be like they can be together. Well, let's try it and we're gonna find out if it's possible or not. Looks like the bypass will have to be slightly reworked too. We don't need those lights. Phew, I think it was like, yeah, like the whole thing has to be reworked again all the way from the tunnel. And I can only pray that the bypass doesn't have to be touched. There's pieces of, yeah. Alright, after this I'm done. I'm gonna just run the trains for a while. I think that's enough of optimizing for this episode. I do actually wanna see some trains running and test something new as the times progress, but right now we always in pause, the time doesn't progress. So we don't, you know, like we don't miss out on something. That's the main reason, but also at the same time I want to see something new coming up and then we want to test it. Okay, so the normal assault. Hopefully if we will call it normally to this one. And then the extension hopefully can still squeeze between, yeah it can. The bypass, that's fine. It can probably go as close as here. Then we're gonna force entry. That's some kind of better angle, faster angle. Doing 160 is not too horrible. Okay, but this is 152, but it's still decent speeds. Now we need to do the direct north, which is this one. That's gonna be obviously at 300, that's straight line. And then take this one. And possibly starting to merge somewhere here. Let's see what kind of speed we can achieve. 150 entry. Yeah, that's pretty much the same like on the other side. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's put some lights in there. And that'll be the last one, so let's play the game actually. And enjoy the trains. Let's also check if everything's fine. Yeah, this seems to be... This is still connected. Those lights haven't been touched, no, so that's all good. Okay, that's it. And yeah, okay, so maybe half of the loops is fixed now. There's nothing to fix in here or here, regardless. Nothing to fix here because that's going straight to the station. Nothing to fix here because this is all one long bridge connecting here. This can be fixed. There's no need for this. That can be fixed in the future. So one thing we can do. And then this is the second part. Again, this doesn't have to be like this. It's a mistake. Two things to fix. 1988, guys. Nothing to fix here. There's all of this can be fixed. It can be one straight line. So there's three things now. Yeah, three things left to fix, but otherwise we're good to go. So yeah, some things are not optimized fully yet, but it's not too bad. And those, the last third, actually that's why it can be one straight. Since there is only one train, I'm pretty sure it's gonna still just use this train line. I'll save just something for later, but right now it can really be almost the maximum speed possible. Let's watch our salt fast. Where are you, my friend? Oh, I mean the train itself. Alright. Let's go 198. Oh, that's in the approach to the Pittsburgh, you can see that. You can watch it in action now. 205. Do we have something with north fast? No, we don't. We can actually, as a test, we can do that for this episode. Let's put one of the fast ones on that one. There's one section we actually forced it to be better. And we can actually then compare if possible for this train to catch the other one. On pretty much the same tracks, it's going to be go the same way. And that will then confirm if this is really faster than that or not. Or if it's really similar performance, they will never catch each other. Only do that. Now, as a test, I can force it to be exactly behind the next, the north train, to be honest, and then see if it's gonna catch it up in the first place, and then if it's gonna be possible to overtake, even though there is no bypass. So it's gonna have to wait, regardless of skipping every second station. You'll have to still wait for the slow one if it's not able to overtake it, and that will be quite bad. We can test it though now. Perhaps the track will allow us for that to happen. So we're gonna have to actually watch the north track. Oh, this is just starting a new route. Yeah, just starting a new loop. Okay, that's totally fine. We can do the speed up the time. Let's just quickly check everything's fine. Might be low, yeah. Let's do that. Those quad loops, they will make money on this production. Wandering behind that. Not really starting with maybe always gone up 8 million on the people. We did that morning already. It's already. We can add more of those again, minus million. Just around the service for the fund. It's still gonna make some money. So buy things in the future too much. It's going to be again economically very good back and still selling it. No, we can definitely put it in. That is the set. we're gonna force that fast train, which will goes on the north fast, behind this train, so we need to now wait for this to make the full loop and pass the depot. And then as soon as it passes the depot, we're gonna release the other train. And then we're gonna see and watch if the faster train can actually overtake using these small bits, but obviously this is very short. It makes no sense, it has to be much longer to allow for the overtake to happen. If the performance is similar, then definitely gonna need us. We can only do it when it's going faster at the top speed, and we will not reach top speed if it's too slow like this. So that's what I want to test. But there's a couple of sections that they have longer wheels. One section that we actually fixed on purpose, but it's going to be bending slightly this one for some reason. And the fast going to be going in a straight line. Maybe it can fix the problem and overtake it. We'll all going to test it and see. And if it's not possible, then definitely the bypasses are the only solution for that. So you have to force the bypass and guarantee it's not going to wait for the slow train. At least not on every single station, because it's still not the guarantee can overtake it. Depends how big of how much will be the actual loop longer, how much we can go in the how much more you have to travel on the pass. This will be always the most inner one, circle, the shortest possible distance to travel. This is all question really. It's not the longest section, but again it's probably not long enough to allow for overtaking the galvanized. I'll have to find out here how much better is the acceleration on this one or the other one, if it's going to be possible really to catch it up or not. It's going to be a race essentially between two trains, and we need to find out if she doesn't faster than this one. There's the balance there, but it didn't have to slow down much, it didn't have to. She doesn't control just go straight on this one, so maybe there's possible overtaking there and another train available. We're going to check it out a little as we go there. Wait now, you only get one person right now, but there's a lot of people here. There you go, 45. Makes sense. Let's go begin on the outside, I don't know why it's that faster. Very interesting. Now he has to bend again, so more. Very interesting. Quite a long section where no overtaking kit is possible, and then there's a section where it is possible. After the long section was not possible, maybe it's not possible, but not long enough for the other train to catch up after that one section of waiting. It's probably not optimized. It has to be, the Shinkansen will have to be a lot better than this one, and to me they look similar in performance, but we're gonna find out now. So we're gonna test it out. It's almost speed. The depot is right here. We're gonna test if the light's working there, so I'm gonna put this one just behind this light, which will tell you can enter. Good enough. Now let's buy new Shinkansen. I wanted to see the brand new as well, so it's this one. 113 only, top speed, 3000 power, it's not that much. Structure for is quite decent. Actually it's decent, like decent and decent. Only because it's not that much, and it lasts 50 years, so for freight. This is a solid train for freight, yeah. That's not what we're after. We're after multiple units. What was this one again? 188. 1.5 million, yeah, never mind. We can as well have Shinkansen for 1.2. Much better in every aspect. What are those? That's 200,000 less. But less passengers, less power, I guess. Less traction, yeah. Shinkansen it is. Let's put it on the north fast. On pause. This train should be told. Let's wait at and not enter at the light, otherwise it's going to crash into that one. For now, because he's working on those trains, he has to wait for this train to pass all the way to the station. Is there any separation now in there? There is, so it's gonna start moving as soon as it passes this one. So there'll be some separation and quite considerable, but end of the day it's gonna still stop at the station to put some people in, and this maybe just doesn't have to stop on the lights. You'll have to stop on the station anyway, what I'm talking about. It doesn't really matter. Does not really matter. Let's speed this part up. There's no need. Let's see if you can ever catch it or not. Can Shinkansen catch this train or not? Do you think Shinkansen is better, slightly better in performance, but it could be really equal? May have better top speed, but there's not really that many parts of the track which will allow for the higher speed to really show. And the acceleration is possibly slightly better on the other one. Everybody loaded up. So the other trains right now is doing 180, okay. Because there's no station, right? Oh, we're gonna find out. Are we ever gonna catch the other train or not? Well, we should catch it because you're gonna ignore every single station. But can it overtake the other one or not? So now we're waiting for it. Yeah, this is another long section which we have to wait. It's gonna separate those two trains greatly. I'm still waiting for this to leave the station completely. That's interesting. Perhaps we can just put some light in here to indicate you can enter until a point. That probably will make a sense, because yeah, you don't actually need to track, you just need light in here. Maybe it will tell the light that you need to stop here because that portion of the track is dead full. Or just in front of the station, the light right here. Now, yeah, that one is a complete skip. I'm gonna have to put strategically some lights in there, and that's gonna allow for the train really to be much more efficient. It's already running 180 away. I don't think we're ever gonna see it. It's quite possible this train's gonna catch Shinkansen in the end. And then we're gonna see if that train can overtake Shinkansen or not. But funny enough, this should be the fast line, speeding every single station, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be possible. See those trains over here. Step into the next station. Yeah, I don't think you can ever see it. No, catch up. Ah, it's actually right there. He was in the tunnel right now, so we did somewhat catch it up. Yeah, if I put some strategical lights right now on the track, it will allow for the Shinkansen to catch up the other one, for sure. The overtake is questionable, but it will allow for catch up completely. It will be on his ass much more often than just now. Essentially, that was the first time it happened. That one has to stop on the next station. I don't know if this one's gonna stop on the next station or it's gonna skip it. Just waiting for feedback now indicating. Slowing down because of the reason it doesn't think that train is going to be out of this one. Now it's speeding up again, so it means it moves it past the next one. All the sections there is right there in front of us. Yeah, we can do it two ways. I mean, we can always have the extra truck next to each other, but in a location where it's not possible like that, we have two trucks next to each other. Simply just have lights on the individual sections, like when it's in one bridge or one tunnel, to indicate how far the train can go without crashing into the other train. Just put the lights in the same direction, like, you know, one after each other, maybe every couple hundred meters, and then it doesn't have to wait for the whole section like this bridge to be passed completely by the other one. There'll be a light indicating there, like, okay, until here you can go, etc. And if I do that, why are you going on the outside again? I think this is a section where we have to force the other one to go on speed. Yeah, this needs a fix. I'm not sure why I chose that. North fast. Skipping this one. Stepping down the 5, so after 5, let's give it a new waypoint. After 5, we have to go this way, so it will be going straight. Cool, and now, yes, must have been waiting for the other train to pass all of this, and pass this as well. 1007. No overtaking will happen, but we can try to fix that. Let's see how close they will be together at the actual Pittsburgh, or they will be always further away from each other, like as they started. But most of it we'll see. What is the actual thing that's going to happen? Why going outside again? Why? Why would you bend like that? Let's do another waypoint. North fast. Okay, let's do waypoint for you. Let's see here. This was number 7. After 7, it's administration. Next time we're gonna go to these waypoints, split it, there we go. That's a bit more optimal. This is only one of those tracks here. This can be fixed by lights, so we can halve this distance to indicate, like, you can maybe go up to here and we'll be fine. We can't put it on bridge though at all. Okay, so we screwed completely. No eyes on the bridge. I have to really wait until the other train is passing all of this, and that's gonna create a lot of distance. You see, that one is already leaving. It's probably further away than before this one was. Now let's have a look at the fast one again is going on the bent one. You can prepare for this, it doesn't need to. I'll just give you a waypoint here. And after the north, number 1, yeah, you can simply just go straight. So we're gonna try to help him now to make it possible for him to overtake the other one. Question, is he gonna bend? Why is he always bending? Can't you understand? Number 2 is which one? On the north. That's 3. The 2, okay, so this will be the next one. After that waypoint. This waypoint. And then they have to go together. We can't put any lights on that bridge, so we can't help it really. One bit, but we can indicate, you can perhaps go all the way to here. As soon as possible, all the way to here. As soon as the... Anyway, it's already entering there. You know what I mean? So as soon as the other trains pass here, it doesn't have to necessarily be on the station and then past this point. You can indicate, you can go all the way to here and it's fine. And then you have to stop here, so that's going to be more optimal. That has to be in the station and off, I guess. And again, it's going on there. I don't even see number on there. North. Fast. Why doesn't it show the stations? God damn it. 1, 2, 3. I was not supposed to stop here. It indicated that it's waiting for free path. I don't understand why. Why would you wait for free path? It should be the free path already. Something's maybe not connected properly and that's why it doesn't show up as a passage. I'll have to go and check. And that means, yeah, this is also... That should be the fast one. We'll lean in. There are lights everywhere. I mean, this should separate the sections of the track fully. Then in here we can certainly put light as well. In here to indicate it's fine to go all the way to here. Not when the vehicle is there. Did we manage to do the same thing on here? Or wasn't it? It wasn't open. So yeah, okay, so let's try to make it now. It's still not allowing it as if they're not separated yet. What the actual hell? Why is this thinking it's all one section? What vehicle? Huh. Oh wait. We are on the north. Why there is two of those on the north? What the actual fuck? What? Oh, this is the other one. I'm confused as hell now. I'm confused as hell. Why is this still waiting here? It should be skipping that one. Okay, maybe I was paranoid. Why? What just happened? I thought that train already passed a long time ago. What's going on? Either way, you shouldn't be waiting for free path. Let's see. So hopefully that's gonna be that's gonna straight. That's fine. It's not gonna stop in here. It should be simply going past. Yeah, I must have been confused. It's gonna pass again. So that should allow for the whole lights to be here, and it does. Excellent, and it's obviously one way. And that's gonna help it a little bit, not much, but a little bit. All of this has to be still waited at this position until the other train passes this place, but it's still faster than being fully stopped at the station. And then after this, I go in on the outside again. Explain to me why. You're supposed to be in the fast. North fast. Where are you? That is you. So why did you not use this line? Idiot. And then on this section we can also add the lights, and let's try to put it here before the train's here. Okay. You have to fuck off. To the station all the way. I think we're gonna try to split this section in two by the lights, so again it will be possible for the faster train to not be stopped too much, excessively. It's possible now, it is. Okay, so can indicate you can go all the way to here, and then you have to wait for all of this until the train is stopped fully there, but that should be well, it's quite long sections, but it's still better than nothing. Now hopefully gonna go on the straight, and I can see the north. It's not forced to go. Let's force the normal north on the side ones to slow it down. I will still use this side if this one will be here. Let's leave it as it is. That's fine. I don't think both go in the actual straight line. It doesn't want to go to the sides. So those are good sections now. With this bridge again will be hard. But in theory we can put another light all the way here. It's gonna help a little bit. So the train is there to indicate. You can go all the way to here. Stop and wait for the train to pass this section, the other train to pass this section. Then all of these are separated anyway via those, but this section is not. That's long tunnel. Let's put light in here as well to separate this. Yeah. So that's gonna have a lot. That's gonna gain quite a lot, and then we also can do the same thing. I'm saying here, so we can go much closer to the station than otherwise. After the tunnel, yes. And then you can wait in here to approach. Now both of them wanna go on the inside after those waypoints have been made. Very interesting. There's nothing else we can probably do anywhere else. Yeah, this is a tunnel. Let's split in there as soon as it can. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do at all anymore. Those are two long ones, that's fine. Into a long tunnel, which is also separated as soon as possible. Okay, so I don't think we can improve it anymore. All of this is now fixed, yeah, because we did it from the other way around. That's entering the, yeah, a bit more, so it can be done long straight into the ground prairie. Always separated. And then we get extra light in here with the separation. Yeah, that's all we can do really. All we can do. It won't be any better than this, and now the question, can you, my friend, catch it around? Well, they created a longer distance, so if it's going to be catching up, then that's one thing. Then we need to find out if you can actually overtake the other train or not. But we added a couple sections, couple lights as well to improve the chance of that happening. It seems to go very slow for some reason. The other train. Yeah, he's down there, so he was waiting for it to pass this section. It's definitely behind it, just behind it. I do want to see if he's gonna actually catch it up completely. It will be probably worth to see both speeds, so kind of. Well, that one is way faster than this one, so we're definitely closing up on him now. And we're already slowing down for some reason, waiting for free part. In the meantime, he's doing 180. You need to pass those lights, yeah. There you go, now we can go. But Shinkansen definitely has a problem with the acceleration, like at the slow speeds, much bigger than this one. This one is much better to move, the initial move, so May not need to stop on the next station though, so it may catch up completely and it will already have the speed. Well, you don't have to build it. But we are slowing down anyway. So I guess this station is actually the one we need to be at. Yeah, we need to be on that one. We're making money. Yes, we are, regardless. Okay, so we're definitely losing money on those, you know. It's also a million. Oh, we're gonna be skipping this station, but then this has to go past the lights, so he doesn't have to slow down. Okay, he's just slowing down for the actual bend. That's gonna slow down, but we also have to step on that one. And then it's a Pittsburgh. Oh, let's see if we can. Catch it. I'll tell you what. I'll stop the other train on the Pittsburgh. We'll let it to be behind it, and then we're gonna observe if we can actually overtake it or not. Because that's what we want to test, really. So when it's past the lights and it'll be on the station, you can simply stop it and wait for the other one to catch up. And it won't be any closer again than that. And that's what we know when we release the trains again to see if it's gonna catch up or not. And if it will be able to, it will be possible to overtake or not. Loaded. So now it wants to move. We're gonna stop it. Let's see where's the other one. Yeah, it was too far away now. We need it much closer in order to truly see. Because we need to assume that if this is a faster train, it should at some point catch up this train at that station. So we're gonna create this station now, and then we're gonna watch. But is it possible for the faster train to ever overtake the slow one? And we may learn that, for one, this is not faster train than that one. On this kind of look, it simply, it may have better top speed, but the acceleration seems to be slightly slower than that one. So on average, this will be traveling at faster speed. Well, let's say 50% or 60% of the track. And this one only, oh, must be more. This doesn't really reach more than 180 at that many portion of track. It's maybe 15% of track is faster than that one. Okay, so now it's gonna stop at those lights because you have to wait for this one to leave, so we can leave it. It won't be any closer than this, literally. And now let's observe. Can this train catch up the other one at the simulated scenario? It won't be any closer. Let's say he already got it in this way. You have to wait for it to leave first so you can come actually in, and now it's going behind him. Let's see, is he gonna catch it up or not? Again, this train has to pass all of that before this train can move on the same bridge, and that bridge is very long. We added one extra line in there to make it possible faster, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna now have to slow down again and step on the lines completely. Waiting for this. This section is really bad for us. Maybe we can put the next bridge next to that. We'll have to look into that. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes not. But now after he's past the light that indicated to this train, he can go all the way to the lights. This one is out of the station though already anyway, so it's gonna have massive head starts in this one. This one doesn't actually stop there. No, it does not. But that's why we're doing it. I want to see if we can catch it up in the first place. And then if you do catch it up, we start at Pittsburgh, like that's the start of the loop. Are we gonna catch it? And if you do, is it possible to overtake? If not, they'll be always in the way of each other. So again, that train has to be passed down. It was slowing down because of that, and now it couldn't go at least to the light. If it wasn't there, it wouldn't be possible. We'll have to brake a lot sooner, and we'll have to stay behind it before this wall. So now there's going to be quite a lot of separation again. A lot of separation. It's already way gone in comparison. Ah, look at the fast one, just overtook the slow one with the bypass. So you can see the train right there. It already was on the station. It loaded and unloaded all the people. But this one doesn't have to stop on this one, I believe. It's 1994 now. Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't stop on that one, so... But we're still traveling at slower speed. It's because of this bend. If this was a straight line, we would have allowed the ML to fix that at some point. That's one of the things we identify. There's 3 more locations we can speed up for the trains, both ways, to improve everything. Now this station will also stop, but the other one was also stopping. And actually it's not that far away. I mean, this is technically the same place we got to last time as well. But then it creates distance again before the Pittsburgh, and we have to actually stop it to allow it to for this train to catch it up again at Pittsburgh, because we want to restart the whole loop. But now it's definitely waiting for it again until it passes all this section. Yeah, it's a long section and it can't really go. So yeah, on 2 tracks next to each other in a straight line. Eventually this is definitely going to be faster, but in real life scenario with something like this, it's always going to be limited. And that train may be actually better suited for this kind of jobs, and it will be faster end of the day. Better acceleration, and the top speed it's not really happening on this loop that often, if ever. I'm not even sure if we're actually doing 209 ever on this. No one thought we did it. I should probably pay attention to the speeds on here, but to me it's always like so. And I do realize now it's mostly because this is a section which can do 209, but because of those long sections, the train in front of it is always doing like 50. In the meantime, this is massive acceleration. Yeah, it will not be. I don't think it will be possible. There need to be a bypass separate, so he doesn't have to wait for any of this. And until then, there is no point really for north fast. Simply not possible. Just wasting money, really. And separating the customers into lines for no reason. Yeah, it will not catch you now anymore. I mean, this is too much of a head start. It's gonna be in Pittsburgh. Kind of like, you know, behind each other, always one station. This will not stop now on this one, but it will have to wait for this to pass there. There's a bend anyway. I'll have to slow down. And he went on the outside for some reason as well. Why the hell? Because there's no mark. Do I even care? Not really. Just after the station. Now, next one we need to stop as well, so that one again is gonna create some distance. And that's on the way to Pittsburgh. It will definitely actually move away with every loop more and more. And the question will be, in fact, if this train can overtake Shinkansen or not. Oh, and there we go, and maybe we get the solution now. Look at the super speed. This looks like a TGV is a French one that did the speed record on wheels. There's nothing faster on wheels ever than this one. I'm gonna send you, my friend, to depot. And maybe that'll be the solution. We're gonna have a new super train. That one will be much faster than the other one. You're definitely gonna be then able to see if you can still overtake it or not. Or the track doesn't allow even for super fast compared to a lot slower train to overtake at any point. I think that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, what is it again? 1995 now. But TGV, I know that's like super fast train. I mean, next level, that's like next gen. So, the other train is right now leaving Pittsburgh anyway. Let's pause it. We know it's already a massive head start. I'll have to sell you, my friend, I'm afraid. No, I assume TGV is separate engine. It's not, of course. It's multiple units, and look at that. 320 kilometers an hour. It weighs 380 tons. But the power is 8,800 kilowatts, and track TF is 700 kilonewtons. Now let's compare it to the other one. This one. 180, yeah, whatever. But its weight is half a weight, but it also have half a power, more than half a power, or less than half a power. And tractor effort is 3 times as much. Yeah, about 3 times as less. There's no question if this is way fast. I mean, if it was on those numbers, 4,700. You know, it was, yeah. They probably equal. End of the day, they probably equal. In how fast they will be on average on track like this. Yes, this can go a lot much faster, but that's providing there is not a train blocking you in front of you, so you're always going slower. And then because you're always going slower, and the acceleration at the bottom wasn't there. That 4,000 kilowatts didn't really, and 700 kilonewtons pull didn't really compensate for the fact that this is 330 tons in comparison to 160. And there's 3,600, almost the same, and only track effort is different. But yeah, that's why they were kind of similar, to be honest, with acceleration, except this one can be, maybe this is slightly better in acceleration regardless, and this is definitely, it can get much better top speed, but we'll never get it. You will never get it at any point. But this one, there's no question, this will be much faster accelerating. I mean, it will catch that train. It can go twice as fast, essentially. Well, you know what I mean, it's much faster. Now, can this train still overtake the other one? It's not about if it's gonna catch it, it's about can it overtake. North fast. Let the games begin. I'm so excited about this one. We're definitely gonna put it in salt fast as well. Look at this. Listen to the sound. Oh my god. Let's do one just again so we get kind of better idea. Okay, so it's past the bend now. It's gonna go on the bridge soon enough. It's probably gonna be past the bridge when this will be still on in Pittsburgh. I can guarantee you. Or I think even in this very first loop, still we're gonna catch the other one. We may see the other train now coming here on the bridge, and yet I do believe this is gonna catch it up. In fact. Yeah, it's going on the bridge now. Let's click on this one as well so we can see it next to each other. So that was already on the bridge. It's right there in front of us, and in the meantime it's still not even in Pittsburgh. Of course, this is the slow speed. All of this will be slow speed as well. The only time we're gonna get some, we're gonna start catching up is when we will be ourselves on the bridge, and ever since we can be catching up the other one. I do believe we're gonna catch it before Pittsburgh. Oh no, the station itself is too short. Hopefully it's gonna still allow for the load unload to happen. That is 4 people apparently loaded. But it's way too long. Way too long. The stations are not long enough anymore. God damn it. It's making it some problems. The other train roughly is still on the bridge somewhere. I think that's where it is, right there. Yeah, it's falling. So look at the difference. It's still the slow section. We're still only doing 50, okay, 60, but you can see the acceleration. As soon as it allows to go faster, it instantly, very quickly increases the acceleration. It's much better. And we also know it can reach much faster speeds. I do wonder what kind of record we're gonna break now. 209 is still held by the Shinkansen. The next after that is actually the trains we're trying to catch up with 180, so there's quite jumps from 180 to 209. That train came actually after, so never mind. It was Zephyr who held 168 before as a speed record. Then we jumped to 209 actually on the Shinkansen. And now I do believe there should be some section we can probably do 300. But again, this is all in turns, bends. Still looks like this section doesn't really recognize the lights at all. Like it's thinking that needs to be more further away for this train to approach. I do not understand why. We even added new lights in there which should indicate you can go, because this is definitely like still, yeah, something's in my way. There's no way it can enter at speed of 18. What the hell is going on? It's going slower than the other one. I think it has to do with the length of the train. Perhaps the places between the lights has to be longer than the train length, otherwise it doesn't recognize the light at all, like it's not long enough. The station itself is not now long enough, so maybe it doesn't recognize as light. This should recognize the light, so it should be easy for him to go very very quick all the way to here and stop there. It's somehow starting to accelerate now. I guess we can have to wait and find out, but the other one in the meantime is like running on 150. We haven't really seen much of this train yet. For some reason, I don't really understand why. So the catching may not even happen after all. That's crazy. We need that bypass, or we need to see if we can put second bridge next to this one. I will still imagine it will actually much faster than otherwise. So again, like it almost thinks there's something in front of it. I'm pretty sure of it. That train is long way away. Long way away. Or is it here? No. That train is already... Where is it? No, it is here. It is there. And we are approaching the station. I think it was much more. How did it go on? Well, we're going on 210 now. 213, so the speed records are broken. Let's see how fast we can go on this section. There's no doubt we're catching up the other one. 230. I've seen 230 now, it's slowing down. Because we have to. Could be the section of the bridge. Entering at 175 is still slowing down. It's probably because of the station itself. Now we are slower than the other one, so it's gonna run away again, but it's right there. About 230 at some point. Well, I can't wait to replace the Shinkansen by this, with this, and this so fast, and then we're gonna see what kind of, because that's a separate track as well, I'm just gonna skip on the station. If we can hit 320 on there, some portions. Is anybody, yeah, people loading actually, 13 of them. But yeah, the train is actually too long now for the station itself. So this may really interfere with the lights. Doesn't recognize that it has a light, because otherwise it's dangerous. The game probably knows. It has to be a section longer, like this one, that allows for the full train to be within the limits of both lights. And there we go, right there, and the other lights are in here, so this can fit into the whole section. It doesn't really accelerate the way I imagined. And this is maybe not because of the other train, some kind of restrictions or something, simply accelerates this way. It's not that it's slow, but it's probably again equal to the other one. Which is the fact that it can go faster, or maybe it's gonna still keep the speed of acceleration towards the higher ends anyway. The other one is probably already slowing at this point in acceleration, but this one is still pulling exactly the same. It's 180, and now we're definitely gonna go faster than the other train can go anyway. So we are closing on. So 30 was the current speed record. Let's see if we can, on this section as well, break the record or not. Depends on those, now and then we can see something's in the way, indicator. So it's faster than Shikasa now, 209. Way past. Again, you can see the acceleration is kind of crazy now on the top speed. It's not exemplary. Towards the bottom end it's not as fast as you expect, perhaps. It's not as impressive, it's probably the same like that one. But at the top you can certainly tell it still has pull. Close to 238 on there, 237 I see. It's a new speed record. Now we have to go slow down again a bit. Still is waiting for free paths, and that other train must be in the way somewhere. It's right there. I think yeah, those lights are probably too close to each other. It doesn't recognize that as a proper barrier. Indicating you can go all the way to there, and then you have to stop there if you have to. But yeah, I think sections are too. So that's why we need to also do like these kind of things. You will lengthen all those sections, allow me to recognize it as a legitimate light. It doesn't even have to stop at the station. But it's already stopping down, waiting for free path. You can see, so it knows all of this is only one way. And you have to wait for this train to pass each light, so we can go all the way there, all the way to here, technically. So it will not be stopping, but you have to already deaccelerate rapidly to allow the other train to pass safely. Okay, let's speed up this chase. Let's see if that's actually going to happen or not. We're going to still catch it or not before Pittsburgh. The chase right here. Look at that. There's a difference between Shikasen and this one. Before we caught it as well, exactly in this location. Seeing the other train to leave. That was on the distance. Now we are really much closer to him, but you see again, cannot go faster than 20 kilometers an hour. I have to wait for the other one to pass the section of lights, and that's doing 180 almost. Now we can go instantly. So now we're closing up again instead, or in turn I should say. The next station I'm not sure if we're supposed to also stop at or not. I think we just stopped at that station before, but we have to wait for the section of bridge here. We have to slow down on there. Now the train is past that, but if you're not stopping here, I'm sure we're gonna have to slow down for the other train. This is what we're gonna stop here. So catching up. Right again, free path. Yeah, it's slowing down. We don't have long enough sections to allow this train to overtake the other one. Probably gonna have to go to full stop almost. Not really. I was down to 20 kilometers an hour or something like that. And there's a massive difference between acceleration. Something was visible in there. Okay, where's the other train? That's just leaving the station though. No, it's just arriving at the station. We are arriving at the station too. This is right there, yeah. The next one is Pittsburgh, isn't it? No, there's one more. And now we're gonna actually ignore. Oh wow, there's a lot of people waiting. 41 people. People love TGV. I don't blame them. So now we should be skipping this one. And that one's still on the bridge, but you'll see this is gonna already waiting for free paths. This is deaccelerating regardless. It cannot enter the same track as the other track. So slowing us down. And it doesn't look like that train is gonna ever allow us to overtake it anyway, because the track design doesn't really allow it. So we're gonna have to stop on this one and Pittsburgh as well. And yeah, we are in pole still behind, but sadly, yeah, we can't really. This one has so many people as well already. We may start making actual money on all of those trucks. Let's see how many people gonna load in this one. Look at that, Jesus Christ, 114. And this, although it's gonna be always top down, I don't even care at this point. Well, this will make money regardless. And the other one that doesn't have any maintenance, it's just good to keep the interest in. And now we are definitely faster than before when we started. When we started, that train was already on that bridge there, so there's no question about if this is catching up. But I think it will be always exactly the same scenario. We already caught it completely, and then it created separation because of the way how the track is designed. And that will not ever allow us to overtake the other train at all. And we're gonna stay here probably again for a long time on this light, waiting for the other train to be way past. Way past. What's going on? Any kind of oh Speed Dance Express and Shinkansen new series. We have competitors. How is this one doing on money? It's not that, minus 35,000 is no problem, and this one's probably even gonna make money. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's quickly check it. So, yeah, no free units, it's all now multiple units. Oh my god. Okay, I have a feeling that Speed Dance Express is not as fast. It's, well, not that fast. 240 will be not that long ago. Very impressive, and there's more power though, and traction effort than TGV. No, TGV has more traction effort, slightly less power. So this is definitely not gonna be as good as fast as the TGV on there. It doesn't have as much acceleration. 102 passengers. This one 156. This one is 2 million to maintain. This one is 2 million to maintain. Yeah, in certain situations, I can see why this will be better option. On a straight line, but not too long. This will still accelerate slightly fast. No, it won't. It's more traction effort in here. No, it's not that good. It's not as good as the TGV. It's maybe comparable somewhat, but not as good. And this one can go 320. This one 240. Wait, tons 564. This one is 380. There's no way. There's no way. This must be much slower. Now let's look at the Shinkansen 500 series. 300 kilometers an hour, weight 300. TGV was again 380. Okay, so that's even lighter. That's more power. Tracted effort is twice as much. Oh my fucking god. 8 millions for that one. This one is 3 millions. Okay, so that's the difference. The price and the maintenance is 2.5 million on this one. This one is 2.2 millions. 50 years on both of them, and this loads twice as fast as the TGV. It's crazy. This is definitely what we need. The TGV will go replace the fast salt. This one, because it has the bypass. At some point it's gonna travel 320. I believe that's gonna be the new record. And we're gonna put the Shinkansen 500 on the fast north, and it's gonna destroy the other train completely. Unbelievable. Even in this setup, we will overtake this train, because right now we definitely not gonna do that. Where is our old Shinkansen? Where are you, my friend? We wanna put you into the depot when we can. It's gonna be about approaching depot. So let's wait for that. How did you do? It's not. I mean, it's new. I guess 1997. Last year minus 133, so pretty much as 160 actually. So it made 300,000. But it's 1,300,000 in minus. Which of the trains we get? TGV is only doing 118 now, 120. It's definitely being held back a lot by the other one. But the Shinkansen 500 series is gonna have so insane acceleration. I think even on this really not optimal setup for the north loop, can possibly still overtake it. It will simply destroy it. but it can only maximally 300 kilometers an hour. It may reach it somewhere because of the acceleration, but the new speed record will be done on the bypass on the south line with this train, TGV. We're gonna put it on the south fast instead of this Shinkansen. Click on new. Oh, that's this train. Wait. Oh, this one. 19 people we're gonna sacrifice. Well, never mind. So you... Oh, come on. I'll just try to increase the time. This can go in faster speed. And still not, from the other side we don't have to catch yet, so we're gonna have to sell you. Completely, I'm afraid. Oh wait, those two tracks are completely separated. We can't put TGV. We can't put a TGV on South Loop. They will not cross at any point. We'll have to put it in and sell it. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, well, you have to do it like that. So the brand new one we're gonna have to sell and then buy a new one. Shinkansen 500 in there instead. Let's sell this one. Let's buy a new TGV. And let's put you on South Fast, and that's gonna be absolute craziness. I do believe you're gonna reach 320 on there. You also have to watch this one, and then as soon as it's gonna approach Pittsburgh, yeah, the other train is definitely like, yeah, it's much closer than the other one. Yeah, now the TGV on the South Fast, which there is all these bypasses built up. Well, so many free track, which nothing's gonna block it really. The only thing it's gonna have to stop for is the bends. Or the margins still have to stop for, even if it's straight track, I just noticed. Well, the bypass is gonna bypass a lot of that. And there'll be definitely a section when it can probably, and it's now waiting for free path. I wonder why. Wait, I'm confused. This is the train. This is the TGV on the south. There we go, yeah, I might. Watching the train, I'm watching from the north. But yeah, after this section, and the next station, there'll be the section where it's definitely gonna hit 320. I think. Oh, there we go, yeah. It's much easier to catch this one for TGV. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And this is very popular, 46 people. Let's see, it's gonna make some money. People love TGV, 1 million. This one is already making money, 200,000. And there's still a lot of people waiting, 27. Excellent job. So that's, oh, no, you reach 195, then you have to slow down. Because it's approaching the station, then this is quite a long track, I believe, and this should be all 300 still, only this will have to slow down then because of the bend. Okay, let's follow this track first. I'm gonna watch this in the corner of my eye, because now that'll be the section where we can go very fast. So that's the station, 19 people actually there. TGV is popular, now it's going bypass. As soon as we pass the bend, we're gonna accelerate rapidly. He's gonna accelerate up the hill though. We'll see. I mean, the Shinkansen did 209. I'm sure we're gonna beat 209 even if we're not gonna reach 300, but it did 209, so there's no way TGV will destroy it now. They'll show 230 as well, which is record on this side. There you go. 240, normal speed. 246, do actually wanna watch this. How much more we got? 250. 251. 255. 260, this is crazy. Shinkansen 500 series are much more acceleration. powerful machine, so I do wonder if it's gonna be 300 to make sure it's definitely faster, at least at some point, than the Shinkansen Final Series will be, ever. 284. That's the way it may happen. The Shinkansen, even on the South Loop, can hit 300 kilometers an hour. It'll be faster than this one on the fast. 285. And that's even slowing down, so let's come back. 285 was the new speed record. I'm watching this one. Can't miss it going to Pittsburgh. It's far away still. There will be one more section as well. The one after. That can be very fast, and 285 so far is the highest one we got. Which is destroyed completely, the one we just achieved on the other one. 230. And TGV on this way, north. Can be reaching the section where it can go very fast. It's gonna get like 250. I'm gonna probably focus on that more. 220 right now. $255, 260. Stop. 274. 277, 278. We do it to 80, 285 we need to beat to make new record, 284. I think we can. 286, there we go. How fast can we do 300? Can we make, no, 287. That's what I need to spend. 287 is new speed record, and now we identify two sections, and there's more. We have to stop there, and there will be one more section maybe. Okay, on two sections already doing like absolute insane speeds. Insane speeds. Meanwhile, TGV is crawling behind the other one on the North Loop. Yeah, there's depot after this one, so I think there's a stop. Nice merge. I think we have to stop on this one. If that's the case, we got 8 people still there. Let's unload them and then once just send it to the depot. Other one. There's no one waiting though. Doesn't look like. Oh, because the other train just been there, but yeah, that's not on fast though. Nobody wants to go on fast with TGV on this one. Oh, 11 people. I just didn't see them. Well, I missed it because I wasn't sure which one is which one again. I can't watch these two of them at the same time. Well, ain't going to Pittsburgh. We'll have to let go of that 12 people. Yeah, sure, gonna sell it. Sadly, but yeah, got new options, and North needs something more serious than TGV. With more about the acceleration than the top speed. We didn't even get anywhere close to 320. To be honest, I don't even know if we break 200. Oh wait, 230 was, yeah, that was the record we did on this one. 230 we did maximum, but nowhere near 320. In the meantime, the TGV on the south, which is the slower one, is making 287. Just because we have the bypass in there, etc. Let's pause the game. Let's sadly sell this one. But absolute beauty and a beast. Shinkansen Final Series. Gonna replace North Fast. And this is a... where's the other train now? Okay, so it just left Pittsburgh. Okay, we're probably gonna see it on the bridge when this is gonna arrive there. I'm pretty sure this acceleration is gonna be a new level. Holy shit. It's already at 60. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. That's insane. The only thing that's stopping it to accelerate is again the actual bend in there. The whole train has to be past that point. It seems to be very extremely long. This is not gonna fit on the station. Now we can accelerate, but those bends are too steep as well, I guess. But well, it will still reach some decent speed. Just approaching the station before it has to start slowing down. 140 already. 150. And now it's going down. But look at the safety list. Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. It's crazy. Oh, now the chums are giving us some hard time, but let's ignore it. I'm gonna miss this train. Oh, yeah, the other one. Again, it's the same situation like with the Shinkansen first time we did with the Sumer series. Much smaller one in comparison. Much less powerful. You see this train going on the bridge. It's actually past the point. We've seen it before entering here. But this is a new story. This is something else. This is something else. Let's see if anybody wants to. Only one person. No, that's totally your miss. No. You should end the opposite side. Just gonna quickly do one lap. This one TGV is passing by. Beautiful. Let's see if you're gonna have to be slowing down as much as the TGV did on the bridge now. That's what I was slowing down all the way to 70, 60. Oh my god. Yeah, we have to wait a lot in this section. Yeah. Open's gonna be now old. Yeah. Look at that, 18 kilometers an hour. Where is the other train there? It's already right there. I mean, there's no reason I don't see it. Now it's accelerating. It's definitely waiting for these lines to be passed. All of this doesn't count because of, again, I think the length of the actual train. It's doing 180 plus now, so I'm definitely closing by on the other one, no matter what. Steaming by, Jesus Christ, but there was 220 on there. We know the TGV did 230. I've no doubt this is going to be faster. This is actually much faster, but again, something's holding us back. I can't. That's something we need to stop on the station, I guess. That's the reason. Now we got at least 8 people there. We can go straight. Excellent. Let's see. Is this gonna block us again? Not. It's insane. Okay, 180 again. We're definitely closing up on the other train, no matter what. 200. This is the place. I think we did 230 as a record with TGV. 220 already. So although it got lower top speed, and we need to already wait for the other train. We need to be fast, slowing down. Why? There's so many noise in here. We need to fix the truck as well. Now it's speeding up again, 233 at some points, but yet again we're going down. I believe it's because of the train that's on the station there. It's not optimal really. I'm not even sure if this beast can overtake. That's what we're here to test. Now it's gonna ignore that station as well. So now we're gonna be definitely waiting for that train to pass all this bridge. Yeah, I don't want to see those messages. And again, the place we also caught before. Although this again looks a little bit closer than TGVs. Not that much though. I mean, they both have impressive acceleration. But I will say, yeah, you can definitely tell. Like this is barely still moving away just after stopping by at the station, and this one already approached the station. But no, it's probably a lot longer than TGV as well. This is completely not gonna fit in there. TGV was already long, and this one, oh, it's probably the same length. I think the TGV was sticking out on this way, but it was going more in. And definitely that train is only there yet, and we have to wait for it, so it's gonna be crawling at 22 kilometers an hour, waiting for the other train to make a pass. Let's speed this up again. Let's see what happens towards the Pittsburgh. It's past those lights now. We can accelerate. There we go. Now we're gonna speed up and see how fast we're gonna reach more than 180 to make sure we're actually approaching that train or not. Well, that one has to stop at the station. We don't have to stop at the station. The problem is we'll have to stop at these lights regardless. Yep, there we go. Already accelerating. We don't have a track that allows really us to pass that light. Now we can move as well. And although we're gonna ignore this station, I'm sure. I'll have to wait for it one more time. Yeah, I already deaccelerating, ignoring that, but it knows that train is nowhere near past the lights, so we have to wait on those. It's much faster. It's catching up on every single really stop to the other one, but I don't think the truck allows to overtake at all. Well, it's only gonna find out. It's gonna be always the same situation. It's gonna look exactly the same way. We always catch up on the station as you've seen before. Well, we need to see the full loop before making a judgment. We need to see what happens at Pittsburgh and in Pittsburgh. How close it will be, and if it's gonna cheek us in 700 series. Ooh, 2 of them. Oh god. Let's see if there's anything even more powerful. Oh, this is very popular station for the North Fast. 60 people want to do that. And this train is still only on this one, and we can ignore this station if we wanted to, but we can't. There's no bypass. So you have to wait for it again. Yeah, TGV was doing the same thing. It was kind of catching up, but not in this kind of very aggressive manner as well. But it was also held at every single station. I just want to see how the full loop, how it's gonna look at Pittsburgh. Look how many people waiting here as well. Absolute craziness. I'm sure those guys making now some money, or at least not that horribly minus, only by a million or something. There's no way. Which one is this one? This one is the normal train. The economic one. There we go. Oh, look at that, 134 people. That's gonna be quite a paycheck. This is definitely TGV. Wow. Somebody calling me, guys. I guess we'll have to stop this episode right now. I have to take this. I'll see you guys in the next. I just stopped now. But I'll have to still go. Yeah, it's kind of the same situation. This time we are closer than the other train is not at the bridge yet, but I don't think it's gonna be possible to overtake it. Regardless, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.